Welcome guys. In this live, we're going to cover basically how to generate seller leads with YouTube ads. And this is exactly why I created this group, so I can help you guys for free. And you guys can help yourself get more leads instead of relying on other companies or buying leads that are not ready to move right now or anything. So yeah, let's get into it. So first thing that we need to cover is like when we're talking about sellers, we need to target them where they are, right? So a lot of people are using Facebook ads right now, but if you've tried Facebook ads yourself as a realtor, you probably realize it's not the way to go anymore. Like people are just seeing too many ads online and it's not working out. So that's probably why anyways, you're in the group. You want to learn how to, generate seller leads through YouTube ads, because I believe it's like a blue ocean, right? Where like it's less competitive and you have more chances of getting the actual sellers. So yeah, anyways, I'll stop talking and I'll show you guys how you can actually start creating your own YouTube ads. All right. First thing you got to know is like you got to record a video. Now, there are different types of YouTube ads that you can record. I do recommend you actually make a video ad that's less than 30 seconds. All right. Like I'll show you this example of ad that you can actually model and copy and apply it to yourself. And we've used that ad to generate leads for some of our clients, like with literally me in them in these ads for our clients. So you can actually use it. And I'm telling you, it's an ad that's working. Now, it might not work in your market because obviously you need to adapt it to your ideal client and your marketplace, but still just use the same frameworks and it'll work. So all that to say, basically, this ad is 29 seconds. And when it's less than 30 seconds, your ad will be shown to like different placements over on YouTube. So a bit like on Facebook, your ads are like being shown in like different places, Instagram stories, Messenger, whatever. Same thing on YouTube, like it'll start to appear on more placements if you have an ad that's less than 30 seconds. So that's the first step. Second step is like just record with your phone. You don't need to have a whole like camera and a whole microphone like this. And ideally get something that's like looking better as a background than mine. I'm just like always working. So I got my office like, set up with like my camera and stuff like that. So it's easier for me to record, but ideally like record your ad in a kitchen or in a living room that's looking good. Right. So yeah, let me show you the ad. If it doesn't play or if you guys can't hear at all because of like the screen sharing, I'll just like repost it, or I'll ask Luis basically to repost that in the comments so you guys can actually look at it. But I'll give it a shot still, and I'll explain to you guys like how I'm doing the ad and why I'm saying different things. So the first 5 seconds is basically the hook, right? This is like they can't skip that. So you must catch their attention by either saying something that catches their attention or two, doing something. So one of the things that I've done in the past, for example, is like clapping my fingers at the camera, or just saying something like I'll show you here, like, hey, don't sell your house before doing this. So in the first 5 seconds, they must know that we're targeting sellers, right? Because otherwise, if they're watching it afterwards, then, and then they're not looking to sell, then there's no point in doing that at all, right? All right, so people are like, we don't see you. What's up, Catherine? What's up, Luis? Your face not. Yeah, so I guess next time we'll set up something so that we can see my face. But let's see here. I'll show you guys the ad. Let me know if you guys can hear. Otherwise, Luis, you can just like post it in the comment, and then for the people watching the replay, you can access it as well.
Hey, do not sell your house before doing this. I have the 10 best ways to increase the value of your property in this.
All right, so you see how the first 5 seconds, like you can't skip that in the real ad. And I talk about, hey, do not sell your house before doing this. I have the 10 best ways to increase the value of your property. So if you just watch the first 5 seconds, you know what the ad is about, right? The mistake I see people make is like they talk about different things that like have nothing to do with like selling your property. So people are watching it and they don't really know like what's in it for them and who's the ad for. So that's that. The second thing is like, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm like, hey, this current market. So I have the 10 best ways to increase the value of property before selling it in this current market. If you think about it, like what do sellers want? They want to sell their property for top dollar as quickly as possible without doing any work, or as least as possible, right? And they want the least amount of stress as well. So you have to give them what they want, what they're looking for. And that's how you go about it, right? So that's why I'm saying, hey, I have the 10 best ways to increase the value of property. So you want to give them value, like something like a free home valuation. Yes, it gives them value, but like not really. Like, let's be honest, every realtor is doing that. So it's not really valuable. Let me show you the rest of the ad.
Some of them are free and can be done in only a few hours. And this is the best way right now to get the most money for your property. So click on the button on the screen and I'll send you the 10 best ways to increase the value of your property before selling it right now so you get the most amount of money stress-free with the least amount of time involved. And this won't be available forever because the real estate market will change soon. So act fast and click the button below now.
All right, so
This current market.
let me see if there are some comments. Yes, we're hearing, but the volume is low. All right, thanks for that. So anyways, we'll post it. Luis, if you can just like pin that in the comments or something, this video, so that people can like actually like refer to it. We'll give you, we'll give it out for free. Even though, like I said, that's actually like one of the ads that we're using right now. Like you see, there's like 9,000 views on it to get sellers. But yeah, so that's the psychology behind it, right? Like you want to tell them exactly what they're looking for and you want to make it short, straight to the point. Now, I know some of you guys are watching this and they're like, hey, Michael, I don't want to have that ad. Like, I hate that ad. You don't look good. You don't sound good. I don't like these emojis. I get it. You don't need to exactly do the same thing. Like, I know some of you guys, maybe you might be thinking like, I don't like these animations, the emojis, whatever. My market wouldn't reply to this. I have a higher end market. Which is understandable. Just make it your own, right? The goal of the animations is just to get their attention and keep it, right? So it's one thing to get their attention in the first 5 seconds, but then afterwards you want to make sure that you're keeping it. So if it's not with the emojis or the animations, then it must be with what you're saying or what you're doing in the ad. You might be walking. It might be some like things going on, popping up in the street, like a dog walking next to you while you're walking on the street and doing your ad. That could be something to like just keep their attention. Like people are just like ADHD. You got to keep that in mind, right? Anyways, once you have your ad, right, you want to record like multiple ads, like 3-4 ads, so that you have something to fall on if your first ad doesn't work. Now, once you have this, obviously you want to have a landing page so that you're sending people to that, so that you can collect their information. So I'll show you like all the backend stuff. Oh shoot. So I don't know if you guys see my screen or not. Let me just go back. Let's see here. So I'll show you all the backend so that you guys can actually launch a campaign and follow it. Just follow along basically. So you got to have a Google ad account. For those who didn't know, like YouTube's owned by Google. So when you run your YouTube ads, you actually run it from the Google ad account. Once you're in there, you want to click on the blue button, new campaign. And then you want to select leads as the objective. Now you want to already have your conversions set up, right? So I can make a separate video for this because it's a bit technical. But you want to have like, track how many leads you're getting. And if you have like an appointment page, like a booking page, like a Calendly or something like that, you want to have this be tracked as well, right? So you know how many leads and how many appointments you're getting, right? Now you click on continue, video, continue. And then the name, it's really important, like you have a convention, like you just want to be organized the same way like you'd organize your folders on your computer or in a Google Drive. You want to make sure like it is, organized. So I like to call it with like the name basically of like who we're targeting. So homeowners, and then, the name of like the ad. So 10 best ways, let's say guide, right? Let's say you're offering a guide to tell them like the 10 best ways to increase the value of the property. So now daily budget. All right, Michael, how much do I need to run Facebook ads? How much do we need to put like as a minimum to get the results? I don't want to spend a lot. I don't want to burn money. I've been burned before. I've, done some Facebook ads before. It didn't work. I hired this company. It didn't work. So I'm skeptical. I don't want to put a lot. I understand. And I agree with you. Like you shouldn't be spending like just putting all your savings, your life savings, or your 401k in this, right? You want to make sure that you're putting something you're comfortable with and that makes sense. But at the end of the day, the more you spend, the quickly you're going to get data, and the more you have data quickly, the better decisions you can take. So what I like to do is like start between $15 to $50 per day, or if you're a bit, if you have more cash flow and you want to get results quickly and you understand ads a bit more and the value of them, you can also start with $100 per day, right? Some of the ads that we're starting internally, and for some of our clients, we're starting right off the bat at $100 per day, because it gives us the ability to see if an ad is working in like 2 or 3 days, right? And then adjust or scale it as soon as we get, listings or listing implements. So anyways, I'll put it at like $40 per day. And then the start date, always start it tomorrow, because the day's already started today. So you'll spend your $40 like in the span of a few hours. So put it for tomorrow, and then choose a location. So really important. You want to it's not like on Facebook where like you're, restricted with like a 25-mile or a 50-mile radius. So let's say I live in Miami. I actually don't live in Miami, guys. I live in Montreal. So edit that. Let's say you want to do like a 5-mile radius, you can do that. Or you can also do just the city. Like if you want to remove like the radius, you can also do that. And then map out exactly like, let me show you. I'll also do a radius of a 1-mile radius so you guys can see how like targeted we can be. Coral Gables. Did I spell that right? So you can be that specific, do like 1-mile radiuses everywhere that you want, so that you map out like a kind of like a polygon that's like perfect for your targeting. So let's say that was my targeting. Let's see, devices, like always remove TV screens, just because historically it doesn't perform well. And then let's see. All right, so this is the good stuff, guys. This is like the secret sauce of YouTube ads. This is why we're using YouTube ads, and this is why we switched from targeting on Facebook to over on YouTube. Click here to add an audience, and then you can click on new audience. I'll create one from scratch for you. Like name it homeowners if you're targeting sellers, because obviously that's the goal of this training. And then go to interest and detailed demographics, and then you can type in homeowners if it loads. Yeah, so homeowners like this. So look at this. People who own the home or apartment they live in but may still have mortgages. Now, another cool trick that you can do is do purchasing home soon. So they're looking to purchase a home soon. People who are preparing to buy a home. So they own the property, they want to buy a new one. So guess what they'll do with their current one? They're probably going to sell it, right? Except if like they're buying like a cottage or something, or like a vacation property. Then you want to click save. All right, so uncheck this, all right, because you don't want to reach outside of this scope, all right, that we just configured. And now this is where you want to put the YouTube video, right? So you just want to like paste that in there. Let me show you if I can just grab that. Do we have that? Oh yeah, Luis got it. Thank you, Luis. Shout out to Luis. All right, so we just pasted in here the video, and then here this is where you want to put like the landing page, the call to action, select learn more, because out of like all of them, it's the one that requires the least amount of effort mentally from prospects, least commitment basically, which is the goal, right? For them to click on it. And then afterwards we collect the information and all that, right? So the rest is just like, you just put like the headline of what the ad is about, the landing page URL right here, and then you launch it. You click on create campaign, your ad will be scheduled for tomorrow, and then you'll be ready to go. So this is how you launch a campaign, guys. Overall, what I'll leave you with is your creative, so your video is like the most important thing, right? You can mess up the targeting, mess up like all the technical things I just walked you through, and if you have a great ad, you can still generate leads. Like we just did an interview a few days ago with one of our clients, Darren Mancuso, who 14x his ROI in 30 days. And that was mainly because his video is actually valuable. Like people actually want it, and they tell him, hey, the ad is actually good. And I was impressed by it. So yeah, make great videos, guys. And you don't need to have something fancy. Just record with your phone. sideways and have a great script, have great energy, charisma, and conviction, right? Look at like the camera, like eye to eye contact, and yeah, say it with conviction, so people are convinced by it and they know that you know what you're talking about. Anyways, that's the first training of the week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It sucked that my camera is not showing up, so next time I'll figure something out so that you guys can actually see me while I'm sharing my screen and show you how to do this. And hopefully more people can join, and we'll plan it in advance. If you guys want to learn more about what we do, we actually have more free training in the Facebook group, so make sure to watch that. And then, yeah, we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. If I can know how to stop that. Yep, I got it.